Um, so this is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, and with or without our help. But I can tell you that, 2/3 of the galaxy is rooting for us. They really, really are, because we have a very significant role to play, and we're just, and I've said this over and over and over again for years, we are remarkable beings. We truly are. Now, because the fence is down, you will be able to tap more into your higher dimensional selves. And this is where I was going before they dropped JP and cut him off, or terminated the webinar, which is literally what happened. So you will be able to access more and more personal data, more personal information, more personal experience, more of your own DNA wisdom from yourselves through this process now, because the fence is down. Now, I want to share a scenario with you, and I've been asked to share this because I'm planting the seed in your consciousness. At a time in the near future when it is obvious that the regressives and the powers that be have lost control and humanity has truly been freed, and we are able to stand on our own and be responsible for ourselves without being coerced to accept some higher authority. Benevolent groups will come down from different races, and they will begin, let me see, I have the exact words here. They will begin a briefing of Earth's true history. Using technology, they will absolutely show us the past. They will show us who in the past did what. And they will work in concert with humans from Earth to go inside the planet and remove the last remnants of nests and hives of regressive ETs. But before anybody begins this movement, we will all be brought up to speed. We will all be on the same page as to what Earth's true history is, who we truly are, what our ancestry is, our different races, who we're connected to, and we will be shown spiritually and societally where we were supposed to be. We will show where we are now and where we should have been, and we will be given the paths and the information and the knowledge, and to a degree some technology, to get us to that place as soon as possible. We won't be given all technology because we are going to have to show steps of responsibility before they give us some technology. They don't want any regressions per se, okay? Because we are going to go through periods of real intense anger and frustration at what has happened to our race, okay? And how the wool has been pulled over our eyes. But these are all necessary. These all of these moments, these episodes, give us an incredible experience, an experience that few civilizations in our galaxy will have, could have, or would even imagine having. Okay? And I am assured at some point that we will be moving to a place where not only the experience, but the wisdom that we have garnered and gained from these experiences will move us into a place where we will be asked to mentor other civilizations. And this is not far off, ladies and gentlemen. I am not talking 1,000 years or even 500 years into the future. I am talking within hundreds of years, where we as a race will be asked to mentor other civilizations. They will ask us to do that, okay? So as you can probably garner from this, we have a lot of movement and catching up to do. But this movement, this cleansing of the earth, of the remnants of these regressive groups that have been here and hiding in the shadows, this will be done in concert with other benevolent groups. They will be working with our military, our special forces, our geologists, our medics, to go into the earth. This will be a joint venture, and to remove this negative field from the planet once and for all. And there will come a point where they all have this choice now to leave on their own. There will come a point where that window is going to close. And when that window is closed, then the next steps have to be taken. Okay? And it will be, once we are all brought up to speed as to what has really been going on Earth, who has been behind it, I don't think there'll be anyone who won't want to volunteer to help fix, to remedy this negative influence that has plagued our race for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Okay, that's going to happen, and I'm assuming that we're still on. It says live. I don't have a picture, so maybe it's just voice. And I apologize, but these things always happen. When we start talking about certain things, it's really quite remarkable that these things happen. Now, current stat. We have ISIS wanting to assassinate the Pope to destroy Rome. They're talking about using biological weapons all through Europe. And, of course, we have the Pope saying, well, I won't wear a bulletproof vest. We have all this drama. All of these characters on the stage are positioning themselves for the show of the millennium. Okay? Please be the observer. Know that almost all of this is being orchestrated to get your attention, your focus on the negative field. They want you to feed the negative field because that empowers them. Okay? This is where they draw their strength, and is through fear. We have to starve these bastards out of here. Okay? And now is the time to do it. It's got to end, and it ends with us. We just no longer will feed the negative field. Okay, if you step back and become the observer, you can choose where to put your attention. And ladies and gentlemen, the attention needs to be on what you want, not on what you don't want. We can't feed that beast anymore. The story of the two wolves. Okay, you don't want to feed the negative wolf. You want to feed the positive wolf. Okay, the one that's going to benefit you, benefit your family, benefit humanity. It is time to empower yourself to just do this. Current stat. There have been some things about Planet X. The other planetary bodies. There are many news sources talking about, well, we've uncovered this new planetary body and that one, and there's one just outside our solar system. Well, I'm not talking about the one inside our solar system as much either. Okay? I'm not giving you dates, but if there was no intervention. Now, the last time this came through, it was on the other side of the sun from where we were. This time, it's going to be on the same side of the sun as we are. And if there was no intervention, this is the probable scenario. Because people want to know. So, okay. I will tell you what the problem